A rare earthquake shook the Boston area and several parts of New England on Monday morning, catching residents by surprise. The tremors, which were felt as far as Connecticut and Albany, New York, occurred at 10:22 a.m., with the epicenter located about 12 miles below the surface, off the coast of York Harbor, Maine. Initially reported as a magnitude 4.1, the U.S. Geological Survey later downgraded it to a 3.8 magnitude earthquake. While it was not destructive, the shaking was certainly felt across a wide region, especially considering that significant seismic activity is not common in this part of the country. The earthquake caused momentary confusion for many who felt the tremors. In southern Maine, locals reported that houses and buildings began to shake, leading some to initially think it was the result of a nearby car accident or an explosion. Social media was filled with reactions, and many shared that they had experienced long, steady rumbling. A few people even thought it might have been a passing truck, only to realize it was something far less ordinary. The Maine Emergency Management Agency reassured the public that no significant damage had been reported, and local officials confirmed that no injuries had occurred either. Despite the earthquake's unexpected nature, no major disruptions were seen in key areas like Boston Logan International Airport, where Massport reported that operations continued without pause. Several residents in the Boston area, including those in Wellesley, noted that the shaking was strong enough to rattle windows and make buildings shudder. Some described the sensation as lasting for several seconds, while others, like a freelance writer from Scarborough, Maine, recalled thinking at first that their furnace had malfunctioned. Though earthquakes are less frequent in the eastern U.S. compared to the more seismically active regions like California, they do occur from time to time in New England. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, earthquakes of this size happen roughly once every 4 to 5 years in the area. The region has a history of small to moderate tremors, and larger events have occasionally caused damage, such as the magnitude 5.1 earthquake that struck upstate New York in 2002. For some residents in Maine, Monday's quake was the most significant one they'd ever felt, with reports describing the shaking as intense enough to make cabinets rattle and homes tremble. In the aftermath, many New Englanders reflected on the event, noting that while it wasn't catastrophic, it was a reminder of the unpredictable nature of seismic activity, even in places not traditionally associated with earthquakes. The quake, although mild compared to those in more active areas, left a lasting impression on those who experienced it firsthand. Local authorities, including those in Maine and New Hampshire, worked to assess any potential damage, but reports indicated that there were no significant issues to address. While the earthquake was unusual for this part of the country, experts emphasize that earthquakes in the eastern U.S. are still a part of the region's geological landscape, reminding residents that they need to be prepared, even if the frequency of these events is low. As scientists continue to study the area's seismic activity, the Monday morning tremor serves as a reminder that even places like New England, often seen as safe from earthquakes, can be affected by nature's unpredictable forces. Stay subscribed for more videos.